Grace and peace, family. Grace and peace. Assalamu alaikum. Shalom. My Hotep. Namaste. Free the land, beloved. Come on in, come on in, come on in. I'm your sister with the curly braids, Vicky Dillard. And I'm pleased to be with you today for a brief war briefing. I am looking forward to our brief conversation today, right here at VickyDillard.tv on YouTube. Yes, we're live and direct right here, live at VickyDillard.tv on YouTube. That's VickyDillard.tv on YouTube. Beloved family, as you come in, please come in giving us a big thumbs up, thumbs up. Be sure to like, be sure to share. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. We ask that you do that, beloved, because it makes it more likely that other folks will know that we are here. With all of the different tricks that they run with the algorithms in order to try to silence our voices, we have to do what we have to do to overcome that. And that's what helps when you share and when you like. Thank you all so very much. I missed you all. I'm so glad that you are tuned in today to the home of the hand claps and the gavel raps. I'm saying that especially now because I see my sister because I said so. And if I haven't mistaken, it's been years ago that she helped to coin that phrase. Somebody talk black to me. So thank you, family, for joining us today. I also want you to make sure that you mark your calendars for Saturday, June 18th, family. Right after the gate, I want to make sure that we are discussing Saturday, June 18th. Nobody needs to miss Saturday, June 18th. I am doing my Ancestors 3 virtual webinar. You all know this is for men and women, by the way. You don't want to miss this. When I am doing these ancestor webinars, first of all, I'm breaking down and debunking the lies that somehow your own royal bloodline is demonic. And when you recall your ancestors and when you properly activate them in your own lives, that when you properly activate them in your own lives, people have actually said that this is demonic. You know that only a devil would say something like that. So first of all, I break down the code word of what an ancestor is, an ancestor. I break all of that down, and then I help you to access power that's already on the inside of your royal bloodline. You don't want to miss this. You may want to ask yourself, why is that the case? Because there is a government. There is a divine, supernatural, spiritual energy that's at work to help you move in the world to overcome white supremacy, racism, poverty, and every other form of restriction. The reason they've told you that this is ancestor worship, that it is demonic, is because they don't want you to tap into this power. These are the same people that gave you a stringy-haired, blue-eyed, powerless Jesus. And these are the same people that tell you that they're your brothers and sisters in Christ. They tell you that they have the same religion as you. And these are the same people that lynch you, kill you, murder you, and do all manner of evil against you. And you can't even recognize the devil that's within proximity. Somebody talk black to me. So family, come on in, come on in. Share this broadcast. Register today at my website at unpurposewithvicky.com. Register today. It is Saturday, June 18th. You need to make this sacrifice and come. I'm going to take us further with these divine revelations. Those of you that started the year off strong, so many I've heard from you that received breakthroughs. We're going to take it further, family. With what's happening right now, the conversation I want us to get ready to have is about this Uvalde white supremacist terrorist killer. This Uvalde massacre. I want to briefly speak about that. And it is important that I have this conversation with you right now about that, because even the Ancestors webinar is interconnected to what I believe is happening in the world today. There's an invisible force that's actually assisting us. Y'all better talk black to me. Are you hearing me today? There is an invisible force that's agitating stuff behind the scenes. Because I said so. Thank you for all that you do. My son is 15 and still loves your gavel. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's so precious. I love you back and I love him back. Please give him kisses for me. Family, let me really quick try to let my Instagram family know that I'm here. I want to try and let my Instagram family know that I am here live right now. So let's give them a minute to join us on Instagram. By the way, you can follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. You can follow me now on TikTok. We're now on TikTok. Excuse me, and I am Vicki Dillard. I am Vicki Dillard. So follow me on TikTok at I am Vicki Dillard. You can follow me on Twitter and Facebook. So just put in my name. You'll be able to find me pretty much everywhere. Are y'all hearing me today? I'm so glad Brother Mr. Hotel said I got you got your seat at the Ancestors webinar. Awesome. So more of you need to get your seat. If you are listening to me, you need to be attending Saturday, June 18th. There are no exceptions because we are at war. And these are alternative ways to manifest the stuff that I'm going to revelate for some of you. Some of you have never heard some of this stuff before. You've been taught to demonize it. But it is time for us to begin to activate these things together. It's time for us to activate our supernatural power. Somebody black talk black to me. Hi, Instagram. Instagram, I'm live at VickiDillard.tv. Instagram, I'm live at VickiDillard.tv. I've missed you all over the past several days. I thank those of you all so much for your patience. I make no excuses for putting my health and my procedures first, dear family. Notwithstanding some of the ugly comments that are made, you are not my body. I've learned that people can say they care about you, but they don't care if you drop dead tomorrow. So I'm looking out for myself. I don't put my life in the hands of anybody but myself. And so I'm determined to overcome. And so if that means missing a few days so that I can put myself first, that's what's going to happen unapologetically. And that's just what it is. I'm growing. I'm also working on several other projects. And so thank you all so much. I'm dealing with grown-ups who ought to understand that they're soldiers in that war and ought to know what to do. The support shouldn't stop. Divine, intelligent people, Black folk in America should know what to do during such times. Otherwise, some of my commentary, my work is a complete waste of time. And for those of you that said that you don't know what's going on, if you're not paying attention to my latest post, and if you're not following me, if you're not looking at the community pages on YouTube, of course you're going to be out of the loop. So make sure, beloved, that you're paying attention to community pages on YouTube where I'm posting from time to time to let you know new shows will be coming soon. Some of the things that I'm doing, you could have known that I was out of town. Some of you may have known I was working on procedures, medical procedures and stuff. So it is what it is. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Again, thank those of you all, my supporters, for your love and kindness. Those of you that are giving badges on Instagram, your gifts are blessed 1,000-fold. By the way, for those of you that send me fan page, fan mail, you can send it to me. My mailing address is on my website at onpurposewithvicki.com. And you can send it to Vicki Dillard, P.O. Box 460473. That's Glendale, Colorado 80246. Also, we have PayPal and Cash App, and that'll be in the links should be up in there pretty soon. The main thing, I want you to make sure that you and your family and your loved ones are registered for Saturday, June 18th. If you want something you've never had, you've got to do something you've never done. Government, NASA, all of the powers that shouldn't be don't want you to have access to this information. But they're utilizing your genes. They're utilizing knowledge of your DNA. They're utilizing metaphysical and physical knowledge about you in seen and unseen places. Are y'all hearing me today? And there's a reason for that. And so I want us to begin to tap into more of those revelations. I have been told on more than one occasion that my webinars are the best. There's a reason I have the best webinars, because my revelations are divine and signs and wonders follow with people that actually pay attention, people that actually are consistent to do the work that I suggest. It's not about me reminding you what to do. When you attend these masterminds, it's your job to remember to keep up with the things that I teach you. Now, let me get ready to get into this topic without further ado. For those of you that haven't, please hit the thumbs up button. If you're watching me on Instagram, be sure to share this live. Some of you all send me other famous people's lives and stuff. You send them my stuff. Talk black to me. That's what you can do. You can send them my stuff. Don't be sending me other folks' stuff. You send them my stuff. On the count of three, please hit that thumbs up button and share, share, share. 1, 2, 3. Thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Share, 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 share. Thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. Now, I want to get into this topic of this Uvalde shooter. Instagram, come on over, beloved, to VickyDiller.tv on YouTube. I want my Instagram family to come on over now to VickyDiller.tv on YouTube because I want to read an excerpt from this article. Please and thank you. Now, of course, you all are well aware of this massive terrorist attack that took the lives of 19 mostly Caucasian children and a couple of teachers. Thank you, beloved, for your gift, Mr. Hotel. Your gift is blessed 1,000-fold. He's so funny. Vicky, who I need to pull on. Y'all better fall back. I don't play about Miss Vicky. Love you, Queen. I love you back, beloved. I know you don't play about me. And thank you so much, beloved, for your support. Now, listen. I need you all to understand something. Because people are tripping right now about this 18-year-old white supremacist terrorist who apparently shot his own grandmother and murdered a bunch of fourth graders and a couple of teachers. Now, the reason I want to talk about this is just to go over what I have prophesied or what I foresaw and what I said years ago before this specific incident occurred or those other similar ones that have occurred over the past 4 or 5 years. What do I mean? I have always been known for years to emphasize the fact that we are at war. Black folk in America are in the longest running war. And we're sitting here talking about all these other things that happen across the water in other countries. And I have constantly reminded us that the most pernicious, the most serious war, the deadliest war, the longest lasting war is this war against white supremacy. Watch this. I told you a long time ago that because of the nature of this war, the manner in which it's been waged, that there is going to be a strange turn of events in how this war is going to be won. So many of our people have lamented that we don't have all of the weapons that our open enemies have. We don't have their training. We don't have their money. We don't have the access. And I have told you repeatedly that when we first come together as a people, the way will make itself. Y'all play too much. Did you hear what I said? I have repeatedly emphasized that the way will make itself. First things first, divine unity among our own. And I told you that the other side, if you will remember, will begin to implode on itself. They will fight against themselves. They are so utterly corrupt diabolical, satanic, demonic. It will have no other choice but to turn on itself. And what are we seeing in these United States of America? Your cash apps are blessed 1,000-fold, beloved. We are seeing the youth of our open enemy turn on themselves. You cannot mistreat our people for hundreds of years and think you're going to get away with it. Even when Black folks are passive and allowing our open enemies to murder and kill us, guess who's not allowing it? God today. The universe, the ancestors, and the higher governments are not permitting it. And this is one of the main reasons I want you to attend my ancestors webinar, so that I can drop some more knowledge of your celestial DNA. Not just your physical lineage. There's a supernatural bloodline energy we're attached to. And we have to have knowledge of that in order to operate in that power. And I'm going to tell you something. We are seeing them at work in the world. Get your seat for Saturday, June 18th. If you want more on this, onpurposewithvicky.com. That's onpurposewithvicky.com. The link should be in the chat. Instagram, I'll see you at vickydillard.tv right now on YouTube. Hurry. Thank you so much. Family, let me post this really quick. Let me post this really quick. And again, while I do that, I thank you so much for continuing to give us a big thumbs up, thumbs up. As I share. As you share, I should say. I'm trying to post this. I'm sharing this video that I just put up. Y'all know I'm doing this stuff live. Again, the link is in the chat for Saturday. Thank you, Jake, for your super chat. Your super chat is blessed 1,000-fold, beloved. Thank you all so much for your patience. Let's go to vickydillard.tv. Saturday, June 18th, vickydillard.tv. More now than ever, family. Jake says, thank you, Queen. Thank you, beloved. Thank you. More now than ever, we need to be tapped in to other energies that can assist us for such a time as this. Now, I want you all to listen to this that I'm about to share. I'm posting it right now, family. Thank you all so much. I see a few of you coming on in. I missed you all last week. I was out of town again, and then I had some back-to-back treatments, and it took me quite a bit to get my energy back from that, family. Thank you all so very much for being here. Thank you so much for sharing the link on your Instagram page, sharing the link on your Facebook, texting it to someone, TikToking it to someone, somebody black talk black to me. Who else am I missing? Whatever other social media means in which you can use this. Those that are giving, again, your cash apps, they're blessed 1,000-fold as well. I just saw a notification for that, but I don't have time to look at it. Now, I want you all to look at this headline. Many of you are already aware of this, but you all know that I have to speak on it, even if it's late. And to be honest, I've already spoken on it over the years, long before most did. Because what's happening is what I prophesied would happen. Look at this headline, please. Do you all see this headline? It says Uvalde mass shooter was not confronted by police before he entered the school, Texas official says. Dear family, are you listening to your sister with these curly braids all over the place? Are you listening to your sister with the curly braids? Uvalde mass shooter was not confronted by police before he entered the school, Texas officials says. Mm-mm-mm. Don't play with this, family. I said, don't play with this. The 18-year-old gunman who killed 21 people at an elementary school in Uvalde, Texas, was not confronted by police before he entered the school, a Texas law enforcement official said Thursday, contradicting earlier comments from authorities and raising further questions about the police response to the massacre. He walked in unobstructed initially, Texas Department of Public Safety, DPS Regional Director Victor Escalon said. So from the grandmother's house to the ditch, y'all listen, to the school, into the school, he was not confronted by anybody. A DPS representative on Wednesday said a school resource officer had, quote, engaged with the suspect before he went in with the school. Escalon's comments came in news conference that added further confusion to the timeline of Tuesday's horrific shooting that left 19 children and 2 teachers dead. Now, let me just tell you this really quick because we don't have time to get into a lot of these details. So I'm just going to give, I'm going to sum it up very quickly. There were 19 police inside the school that refused to confront him. Did you all hear what I just said? Did you all hear what I just said? There were 19 police that were available inside that refused to confront him. Angie, your gift is blessed 1,000-fold. White supremacists defer to the other, even in death. I said the white supremacists defer to each other, even in death. And America has always celebrated her killers. Let me help you understand something. White supremacy defers to the other. No matter the seriousness of the threat, even if they have to sacrifice themselves. But that is the madness of white supremacy. This is why I teach both a physical and metaphysical aspect to all news and commentary. Because there's more going on than just what Fox and MSNBC and CNN is saying. It looks like they know what they're doing. It looks like they have all of the advantages. But some of my people that's listening to me today, you are ignorant of your royal bloodline. You are ignorant of the other energies that are at work in the cosmos and the entire metaverse universe. And this is the reason Black folks who are just logical are still deeply unintelligent, because there's another type of intelligence that you can access. Chief Jonesy, V Keepers in the building. Your gift is blessed 1,000-fold. Thank you so much, beloved. Everybody hit that thumbs up button. We need way more thumbs ups. Everybody need to be sharing, sharing, sharing. You all know that I have helped to build numerous platforms, and not everybody wanted to replay the Vicky show, baby. Not everyone wanted Vicky. When people saw that Vicky was blowing up, even when all of the different ones was doing everything they could to restrict my voice, to stop my shows, to stop my replays, they are not happy about you, meaning the streets, meaning the Black grassroots, meaning hashtag BGR, listening to me. So when you share, 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 like, and tune in and listen and paying attention to what's going on, then you help us to overcome that. So thank you all so much for giving us a big thumbs up and sharing this broadcast. That's very important. I missed you all back. Listen. You have been made ignorant of your powers. And I'm trying to teach you that while we do natural physical work, there's also some spiritual stuff that we've got to do together. And I don't want to hear your funny looking selves talking about the religions that white men messed up. The white man messed up the water and the air, but you still breathing and drinking. They messed up the money system, but you still trying to get it. You still working. You still collecting your salaries. We don't allow them to run roughshod over all of our spiritual inheritances that were left for us by our ancestors' slowness. We take it and we do right by it. Thank you, Jessica. Jessica said, screaming. You don't even look cute talking crazy like that because you don't understand spiritual things. Just sit down and learn something, slowness. Because your life, the world ain't working just with your natural logic. What you're talking about clearly ain't it. All the way. Talk black to me. We can look at the results of the world around us that keep happening. So we've got to implement a more multi-pronged approach. And that includes spirituality. Get your seat today, Saturday, June 18th, my Ancestors Webinar 3, onpurposewithvicky.com, onpurposewithvicky.com. Let me get back to this. 19 police refuse to confront. Let me get his funny looking picture. I had already had it up here. And the thing that ticked me off about that news article, not just from CNN, but others. Where's my picture at? Oh, here it is. Look at this killer. Can you all see that? I know it's a reflection on the screen. I'm sorry. Christopher, your gift is blessed 1,000-fold. Y'all see him? Watch this. Salvador Ramos, I was saying about the articles, and not just this one, but several of them. Do you all see how they don't even mention the boy's name in some of these articles until way, way deep in the, they bury his name way deep in the articles? Y'all know all of that stuff is strategic when it comes down to white supremacy, because the average person is not going to read an entire article. Even white folks that don't want this kind of stuff to happen, and it's in some of the white medias, particularly the white media, it's in their best interest even to try to cover up some of this stuff, because they know it's still a reflection of them. They know we looking up and saying something wrong with them. God, today. They know, and I've said this so many times when these incidents happen, they know, and I'm going to say this right now, Black people don't do this. This your warning, slowness. That's why they like to set us up to make it look like we mass murderers like them, because they having them so much and it's happening to them so often, they know it's looking like it's something special with them going on. So that our open enemy don't look so beastly. They don't want us to start throwing out terms like bestiality. They don't want us to go talking about outside in caves and stuff. They don't want us to get into topics of zoology. God, today. So they'll throw out something with you, gang banging or something. They'll say you shot up something. Talk black to me. To kind of mix it up a little bit so it look like we ain't the only one. Let me tell you something about your open enemy. For you, some of you Negroes that was talking about black on black crime, we've known for the longest who's bringing the guns, who's giving guns to our people. But the thing about the white supremacists is they're giving guns to our people, and they're making sure they're giving them to themselves and their children. Those mostly white officers that did nothing. When the threat was them, was mostly to them, you should see how white supremacists are cowards. They are cowards, even with the gun in their hands. Shout out Raymond Muhammad Ali. He's telling me to teach hard. You can say what you want. I do not support any black man that disrespects a black woman, puts his hand on a black woman, do any of that kind of stuff. We know that there are some messed up brothers out there. You all love to talk about black men, deadbeat dads, terrible husbands, putting you not taking care of your family. Let me ask you something. Some of those officers that were standing around, God, today, many of them not only were married, had children. What manner of man were they to allow their own children to get mowed down? And they did nothing. I said, when you talking about deadbeat dads and terrible husbands, what do you call these that stood there with good jobs, good homes, good pay, and allowed children their own? What do you label them now? Those of you that love to go after your own, saying black men need to be held accountable. Baby, they ain't even in the same category as these things. What do you call these manner of men? 19. That was a whole force. That was a mini military that was there that could have taken them out. But watch this. White folks are scared of their own youth. You've seen the Dylan Roofs, you've seen the Rittenhouses, you've seen other young white boys that are taking up arms and committing these mass murders, these mass terrorist attacks. And I've told you before, and I've been proven right too many times, they're turning on themselves. They're cowards. They're nonsensical, which is why you Negroes that are out there that think that you can just explain and debate away white supremacy and talk white folks, racist white people, into doing right about you. White supremacy is out of its mind. Do you hear me? Salvador Ramos. I know there are a lot of white Hispanics and stuff in that area in Texas. Is that right? A lot of them that voted even against the Democrats, even though the Democrats did more for them than they did for us. Both legal and illegal immigration. Democrats did more for them than they did for us. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. I was thinking about, I'm going to read you this headline really quick before I go there. Thank you for those of you that are tuning in to VickyDiller.tv right here, my own channel, right here on YouTube, VickyDiller.tv. Thank you so much for tuning in. I missed you all so much. I've given many details. So if you missed the show, go back and watch the entire show because I made some very, very, very important announcements and gave you some insights into what's been going on with me. And to continue to stay tuned. Thank you so very much. I'm so glad you caught it too, KJ. Watch this. I want you to look at this other headline really quick before I go there. I've already referred to it, but I still want you to see the headline. Just think about this from Insider. Oh, this is all over the place, but just look at the headline. Look at this headline, family. Can you see it? Let me be still. Can you all see this headline? Uvalde school shooter's grandmother may never be able to speak again after he shot her in the face. That's okay, beloved. Uvalde school shooter's grandmother may never be able to speak again after he shot her in the face. The Texas school shooter's first victim, his own grandmother. I have to bring this up. Not only the sickness of them murdering their own. Now, when we deal with Black folks, there's no excuse for us, family. It's terrible that we're already dealing with stuff in our own community. We're trying to prevent our own people from acting like the enemy against us, right? We don't want our people shooting up each other, right? But to be sure, Unlike other folks, we have a 500-year history of hell and trauma that we're trying to overcome, right? The white supremacists are in every area advantaged, but they still doing this kind of stuff. Are y'all hearing me? Watch this. Let me get finished reading this part before I jump ahead of myself. The Texas school shooter's first victim, his own grandmother, whom he shot in the face, may never be able to talk again, a relative told the New York Post. The 18-year-old gunman lived with his grandmother in Uvalde, Texas. He shot her on May 24th, shortly before he drove to Robb Elementary School, barricaded himself in the fourth grade classroom, and opened fire. Of course, we know he killed 19 children and 2 adults before he was shot dead by U.S. Border Patrol agents. Now, my understanding with the U.S. Border Patrol agents, now look how cowardly the nature of your open enemy is. Savage and cowardly. Based on reports, because I've been delving in doing research on this, trying to get more details of the goings on. Multiple local police were there, other police were there, right? First it was 7, then I think 8, 9, then it moved to 19 police that were there that did nothing. Watch this. My understanding is that the U.S. Border Patrol agent that shot him, my understanding is that the U.S. Border Patrol disobeyed orders to shoot this fool. The research I did found that the U.S. Border Patrol, who finally responded, did so against orders. So even after all that is what I'm trying to get you all to see. They were still backing each other. They were going to allow it to keep going on. Now, what do we know about Texas, family? I'm not going to be long. What do we know about? Tell me what's up with Texas. I thought Texas was all about that gun life. I thought Texas bragged that Texas does everything big, big. Somebody said open carry. Absolutely. What's up, Texas? I thought y'all was big and bad. See, they talk all that noise when it comes to us. Texas, that has a very strong gun country. Are y'all seeing the weakness in your open enemy? They want you to believe that this enemy is impregnable, is courageous, is scary. Lillian said, make my day. Y'all think about that. 19. Now, y'all know whenever there's alleged urban shooting, Fox News got something to say. Well, the Vicki Dillard show has something to say. Something needs to be done in our country with white people killing and stuff like this. We're going to have some, we got to look into this. And y'all know years ago, I wasn't the only one, my understanding, but calling on what I call the BIA, for example, Black Intelligence Agency, Black people who make their own neighborhoods safe and decent places to live, Black folks who are intelligent, who are upright, that are policing their communities to make sure that their own people are staying safe, not only physically safe, but also when I talk about the BIA, the Black Intelligence Agency, Black folks that do investigations and stuff like that, our own Black reporters, The news that we're sharing, people that are on the ground, people that show up in different parts of the country to piece stuff together, to put stuff together. We can't just be sitting up here, family, waiting for law enforcement investigatory agencies. And I'm not talking about you jump out there and do something stupid and put yourself. No, I'm talking about we need to start doing stuff for ourselves, honey. We need to start looking into some of this stuff and asking Sean Hannity and them, Tucker Carlson and them. What's wrong with this? Something's wrong with y'all. That's that Mississippi. I know I didn't say it grammatically correct. But something is wrong. That's from the dictionary, not the dictionary. That's from the dictionary. That's my book of words. Catherine Fox, get Catherine Fox out of here. I don't even know what you're talking about. You're probably a troll. Moderators, Catherine Fox needs to go. Thank you. You just sitting up there talking, running your mouth. Probably one of my multiple haters out here. They're just desperate for relevance and a voice. But you can watch block, baby. Listen. We need to understand what's wrong with them. That's the investigation we want to know. Is how is it that you are the most privileged people? You haven't been through 500 years of hell and trauma. And you shooting up your grandmama, for starters. God, the day. And then your own babies. Y'all think about that. Don't y'all stop saying that. Y'all, you shot your grandmama. And this is not a one-off for them. We keep seeing this kind of stuff with these young white boys shooting up their mamas and daddies and stuff. Grandmamas and stuff. And then when we look into, well, why did you shoot her? Well, she said, I told her I wanted a bagel for breakfast and she had Cheerios. So I shot her with her own gun. Somebody say black people don't do that. His grandmother, it says, Cecilia Sally Martinez Gonzalez is lucky to be alive. Her second cousin, Jason, told the Post. The bullet was into Sally's jaw just next to her mouth and shattered out her teeth. If the bullet was an inch in another direction, it would have blown her head off. Ybarra told the Post that Gonzalez was recovering well in the hospital, but that she may never be able to talk again. She's currently communicating only by writing. The shooter had moved to his grandparents' home several months ago after he had an intense argument with his mother, her boyfriend told NBC News. His grandfather, Rolando Reyes, don't get me to go there with them Rolando names, told the New York Post last week that his grandmother told him on the morning of the shooting that he needed to contribute more to the household. Authorities say the gunman arrived at the school with 2 AR-15 style rifles and a handgun. In Texas, rifles can be bought at the age of 18. The shooter legally purchased one of the rifles the day after his 18th birthday. It is unclear what weapon he used to shoot his grandmother. Y'all need to be tweeting that, Facebooking that. Y'all need to be holding chats saying, let's reflect on this. He first shot his grandmama. Family, these are not topics we should just let go without examinations of the brains and minds and essences, the energies, Jesus, that's at work in these oppressive class. These need to be open hearings. We need therapists. We need psychiatrists, psychologists. We need videos everywhere. Because y'all know the world is already making fun of America, which it should. Because making fun of it, not because of the murders, I mean, talking about is the world is making fun of America, not because they're rejoicing in this kind of stuff, but they're exposing the hypocrisy. That you care so much about life that you twitch your tail all over the world trying to promote this brand of democracy. But nobody has these types of mass shootings. Nobody beats out America with mass shootings. Or imprisonments, for that matter. This needs to be just public records for like 2 years of public hearings. All about, okay, something's not right with them. And we got to get to the bottom of it. And Black folks that still talking about kumbaya and you want to integrate back into a burning house, you still trying to make the world that is already judged to be over with work. This is telling you what you're dealing with. Talk black to me. This is telling you what you're dealing with. They shoot up the grandmamas first. And it's not just, let me get this picture, because I want us to make sure this name stay out there. They're not saying this fool's name enough. Salvador Ramos. It's not just him. We're needing to examine how big Texas police, Texas that brags about open carry, Texas that brags about how everybody has a gun, Texas that brags about what they'll do to Black folks if they're a threat to them. But 19, a whole army of white people with guns, was too cowardice, too scary to go after one of their own. Think about that. This is not something we rejoice in. We don't want to see death like this, family. Even if it is to the other side. This is madness. But it ain't more madness than the murder and the mistreatment and the injustice that we continue to experience, and nothing has been done about it. I have said it before, and I will say it again. The real reason this is happening is because of that psychotic nature of white supremacy. They deferred to each other, even under the threat of death. Y'all hit that thumbs up button, please. Share, share, share. And you need to understand your powerful ancestors. But some of you don't even know who they are or what that energy is, which is why I'm going to teach more about it so that we can activate greater manifestation, especially in time of war. Get your seat today for Saturday, June 18th. You do not want to miss this. I don't care what your thoughts are about this. I will break it down so that we can begin to collectively operate in this power. We're going to have to utilize more than just political solutions for Black people. The medicine for Black folk ain't the same as for white folk and everybody else. There's an invisible government that's at work. And we have not fully tapped into this power so that we can manifest even when we're under threat. So don't you dare miss Saturday, June 18th, my Ancestors Webinar Part 3, where I'm going to be breaking down your celestial lineage also and what that means practically for us to begin to move in greater power. You better talk Black to me. That's exactly right, beloved. This divine shadow government. You all want to brag about some Illuminati. Fool, there ain't no power that's greater than the mothers and fathers of civilization. But you can't know that because they want you to fear them. See, we've big up the open enemy so big, we've made them God, and they're showing their weakness every day. You've made your open enemies God. And there's an even greater shadow government that's at work in the universe. Talk black to me. Go to onpurposewithvika.com. Get your seat today. I have so much more to discuss with you, family. I can't wait to do my next show. Make sure, family, that you are subscribed to Vicki Dillard TV. Make sure that you're subscribed to Vicki Dillard TV here on YouTube. Share it with everybody. Let everybody know where they can find us. You all know it's going to take a minute for folks to find us, but some of you all are finding us. You all know I've helped to build several platforms over the years. So now I'm building my own Vicki Dillard TV, Vicki Dillard TV. Let everybody you know that. Just keep these few things in mind, family. I cannot wait to see you again. I got a bunch of yummy stuff happening. Do not forget to follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. I'm getting ready. I'm so excited. I gotta hush. I got some yummy stuff that you're getting ready to be aware of there as well, and on my other social media platforms. So make sure that you follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. Family, whenever there's an announcement what's going on here on YouTube, I'm going to do my best to put it in the community page on YouTube. So make sure that you always check it and share it, okay? I love you all so much. Shout out to our moderators in the digital building that highlighted in blue. I can't wait to see you again. I'm your sister with the curly braids. I bow to you. You are my bliss. Miss Nancy, your gift is blessed 1,000-fold. I can't wait to see you again.